up, guys? You're watching the Quezt, and I'm your host, Robert Dylan Vasquez. We're out here for episode 30. Dude, episode 30. 30 straight weeks of this. Why? How? What? It's a Friday night. We're out here 8/6/21.
Turn on.
And you'll have to forgive me, guys. It's my first solo quest in quite some time. My brothers are back home. Dude was a bitch in summer. I was so glad they were here. Got to share some stories and just talk about life and talk about nostalgia. And I love having them here, dude. We were watching movies. We were laughing, dude. We were laughing. It was the best. Something I wanted to talk about. The whole time they were here, I was just kind of like, roughhousing with them, like wrestling with them, and there's some big boys, dude. Hank's like 6'3", like 6'2", 6'3", 215 pounds, dude. Eli's like 6'1", 260 pounds, and the whole time I'm just roughhousing with them, like, what's up? And I'm the runt of the family. I don't like to say that, but I'm like 6 flat on a good day, 165 if I have all my clothes on. And so, technique over brute strength, you would edge out these contests. And so I'm telling them the whole time they're here, I'm telling them, you get back home, you start finding a place to train. Most schools will offer you 2 classes for free, and you take 1 or 2 classes, more than 70-80% of the people on the street. That's fair. And so I'm telling them, go find a place to train. Well, Monday, I put my money where my mouth was, and I went and scoped out a place to train. And so Tuesday, went to that class and trained. And tomorrow, I'm going to put a card on file, and officially, your boy's training mixed martial arts again. So that's awesome. That's fucking... Anyways, I got a full schedule coming up, dude. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday training, Thursday Comedy Zone, Friday podcast, Saturday with Bell, Sunday for relaxing, but I'm actually going to be working. Dude, I got a full schedule coming up. Good luck contacting me. See ya. Dude, speaking of the Comedy Zone, your boy's there every week in August, starting yesterday. Had a pretty good set last night. I get to the Comedy Zone an hour before the show starts, and I usually sit there by my lonesome, because I'm a lonely boy. Not going to start that. Shout out to Kirkland Manning and Bill Rye, 2 comics that are, pretty notorious for going to the Comedy Zone. And they just came up and started talking to me. 2 really nice guys. So shout out to them. Like I said, I will be there every week in August, starting yesterday. Come out to the Comedy Zone in Greenville and see your boy Robert Dylan. Tight 3 minutes all month. Fucking slash. Your boy got a haircut when had a 12 o'clock appointment today. Shout out to Jen. Did your boy up. Always fades me up real good. Sides and back. Always light fade. Fades me up real good. Just doesn't know what to do with the top. Like the top of my head is like a mystery to barbers. Like I tell them, like, if I have to be blunt about it, I'm like, just give me the fuckboy haircut. And they usually leave all of the bangs, and then they fade it up. And so I end up looking like a school shooter. Hashtag. Anyways. But yeah, dude, got a haircut. Shout out to Jen. Last week I was asked what my favorite Suicide Boys song was, and the only reason I stumbled upon Suicide Boys is this Facebook video of this like kid seeing this imaginary friend. The friend had actually died in the woods or some shit. It was such a weird video, just a dark, harsh video. But I remember the song. It was Kill Yourself Part 3. That's my favorite Suicide Boys song, if I'm going to listen to them at all. Fucking slash. Dude, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to avoid the fine print in the beginning of the video. It goes, MoonRouteStudios presents, or whatever kind of theme song I have. And then it's like, the Quezt with Robert Dylan Vasquez. And then it cuts to that last part. Like that last little part, if you just read that last little part, it'll save you a lot of trouble. And like, I'm just saying, it'll save you a lot of trouble if you just read that last little part. You got the MoonRouteStudios presents, and then you got the Quest for Robert Dylan Vasquez, and then you got that last little part. Pay attention to that last little part, because it'll save you a lot of trouble. Fucking slash. Is that it? Fucking on to the imprint of the week. Presented by Imprint Jones, like all of the imprints. What will you be looking forward to the most when you hit your 30s? Ouch. And how do you think that age will affect your mindset and perspective in life? Okay, so what will I be looking forward to the most in my 30s? My prime. I'm 27 now, and like I said, I started training again. My physical, mental prime meeting somewhere in my 30s. Kids, pop out a kid or two. Not me, of course. Kids, it's interesting to see, or it will be interesting to see what that's like. Fatherhood, parenthood. You know, that foundation, that union that you have with your significant other. Raising a child, dude, that's so crazy to me. Shout out to my boy Nick. Had a beautiful, healthy baby. Shout out to that family. Shout out to that family. Hashtag Vin Diesel. Do I ever mature? That'll be interesting to see. I don't know. I think my comedy is just going to keep evolving and keep like snowballing into just the inside jokes in my family are going to be so deep, dude. I can feel it now. Honed skills. I don't know where this is going to be in my 30s, if I'm even doing this. The Comedy Zone. Like, at that point, I'll be 5 years in. Dude, just ride out my prime, 30 to 35, hopefully. Stay healthy. Stay as healthy as possible. Just keep working, dude. That's all I want to do is just, and how do I think that's going to affect my mindset and perspective in life? Okay, so my mindset right now, I obviously want to grow and evolve as a person, but I feel like my morals are pretty sound. I feel like I have a pretty sound foundation when it comes to my life and how I operate and the means I have to operate. I'm just saying a bunch of babble right now, but honing my skills and just perfecting who I am already. Like, I don't know where I read the quote, but it was like, a man who thinks the same way he did in his 20s wasted, or a man in his 50s who still thinks the same way he did in his 20s wasted 30 years of his life. And I agree to some extent. I feel like a lot of people take way too long to find out that the golden rule is really like number one. Like, you put out what you want to get in, or something like that. You get in what you put out. There you go. Fucking inspirational. You know what I'm saying? This is what dreams are made of. That's $30. Thank you. Dude. Fucking my mindset and perspective when I'm in my 30s, I don't think it's going to be too different. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because your 20s are different than your 30s, or different than your 40s, or different than your 50s. I want to say that in my 30s, I'm going to realize I'm halfway through my possible life. My dad lived to 65. He's supposed to retire, see the world. Live to 65. So if I, in my 30s, come up on that half-life realization, I don't know if I'm going to consider that a midlife crisis or not. I don't know. Like, I'm going to buy a motorcycle or get tattoos. I don't know what I'm going to do. But what I can count on is the foundations that I'm setting right now to help me steer away from stuff like that. Like time with my brothers, time with Miranda and the Bean. My perspective might be that we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. I hope that that's what it is. And just live life to the fullest. Keep doing this, honing my skills, like I said. And I think I'll be all right in my 30s. I don't know. You hear that? You hear 30s and you're just like, that's a decade from now. No, dude. I'm 27. It's like 3 years. So we'll see how mature I get in the coming years. Fucking slash, dude. The Olympics are participating or almost done. I haven't been watching any of them. But in spirit of the Olympics, going on, the question is, you get called in as a sub for Team USA. What can we trust you, or what can we count on you to exceed in? Me? In the Olympics? Participating in the following sports for Team USA. Robert Dylan Vasquez participates in curling. Whoops. Long jump. Dude, I would own these two. Curling, it doesn't even matter what position I get. I could be the guy with the broom, and I'm just like, or I could be the one that lets it go. It's just like, got it. Dude. Or fencing. Bang. And see, you take the first two out. Look at that guy. Why is he... You're asking to break your ass bone. Hang on. You're asking to break your ass bone trying to land like that. Look at his face, dude. Fucking... Yeah. Anyways. Dude, it's not that hard to ice skate, which I say that, but I've never done it. But you put me on the Olympic team, I got something to prove. Got it. Dude, fencing, the whole time I would just be like, ta 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 ta, touché, Pussycat. Like, have you guys ever seen that Tom and Jerry? Like, if you guys have never seen that fucking Tom and Jerry, oh, fucking... Dude, I saw that and I was like, if I was to fence, there's no way that I'm not saying that. Like, let's keep... Alright, say it with him. Touché, Pussycat! Okay. Alright, we're done with that. Okay. Okay, one more. Say it with him.
Touché, Pussycat!
Okay, alright, we're done. Thank you very much. Switch over. Thank you. Alright. But yeah, dude, that's what I would do. Curling, long jumps, and fencing. There is so much that I would like to do in the Olympics. Shout out to Gable Steveson. He won gold at a buzzer beater. A buzzer beater, dude. Won gold in wrestling. Got 2 points. I think it was back control. I don't know wrestling rules when it comes to like Olympic wrestling and stuff. But shout out to the Olympics. Happens once in a blue moon. And I'm American, but I don't have cable, so it's really hard for me to, keep up with. But anyways, shout out to the Olympics. Is that it? Fucking slash, dude. Slash. I'm having to work off my own energy. Thanks, guys. Thanks for holding on, guys. I got a homemade Americano, like Death Wish coffee or something like that. Thank you, Bill, for making it. On to unlocking memories. So what I have written down is pain in the mouth, and then in parentheses, why I don't eat chips / nachos. Now, I obviously eat chips and nachos behind the scenes. Off record, I eat chips and I eat nachos. But it's because of this clip that I'm about to show you why I'm very cautious when I eat this food. When I eat said food, now this might take a couple minutes to explain, but hopefully not. Hopefully you guys get this. Hopefully you guys are on the train with me of... Hopefully you guys are on the train with me of eating chips and nachos carefully. So, I'm a kid in this scenario, hypothetically. No, not hypothetically. In this scenario, I'm a child, and I'm watching this on TV. And I'm watching, and the scene happens, and I'm like, oh shit, that's never happening to me. Double middle fingers, that's never happening to me. Go on somewhere with that. Now I'm about to show you. I'm going to stop teasing you. I'm going to stop fiddling your diddle. This is why Robert is very careful when he eats chips and or nachos. So.
Hey, Puppet Pal Clem, I just heard...
Now, this is the Justice Friends from Dexter's Laboratory. This is like a side show. I don't want to say a side show because that makes it sound like a circus, but a spin-off, if you will. Like, you had Dexter's Lab, and then it would do this, and it was Justice Friends with Major Glory, Val Holland, and Krunk. And Krunk was like the Hulk, if you were to make a Dexter's Lab version of the Hulk. And so, as you can see, he's just enjoying a bowl of nachos. Good on him. Dude, enjoy your snacks. But this is where he gets kind of careless.
You want to hear it? Right on me, Puppet Pal, man.
Alright, look at that fucking handful, dude. What is wrong with him, dude? Like, all of it's like he might as well have fucking Wolverine claws sticking out of his knuckles. Because it's just, look at that. Shing! 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 Okay.
What do you
Puts it in his mouth all willy-nilly. Oh, you see it? You see it, dude? Oh, this fucked me up, dude. This fucked me up. Watch. This isn't for the fucking faint-hearted or whatever it's called. Faint of heart. Oh!
Hey, Bunk on the head. Hey.
Thank you for sitting through that with me. So, there aren't many foods that can happen with. Tacos, hard shell. I mean, sharp foods. Get out of here, dude. What are you doing? I want to enjoy my food. And so, when you run into stuff like that, I don't like being careful when I eat. Does that make sense? Like, if the temperature is like, oh, be careful, it's hot. Like, I don't eat those sizzling plates that come out like, tss, ooh, like it's smoking and like it smells good, but I can't eat it for 45 minutes. The fuck? Anyways, if there's gonna be something like careful about my food, like I don't like that. Hey, you can have this seafood, but be careful, it might give you food poisoning. What? hey, you can have this chicken Alfredo at Olive Garden, but it's going to be fucking dry. And I know, all right? I know. Dude, is that it? Did I go through everything? Where are we for episode 30? 30 weeks of this, dude. Dude.
This is what dream.
Anyways, 30 straight weeks of this. We're in August. My brother's going back to school. I'm going to be at the Comedy Zone every single week. The podcast is thriving. Tell your weird friends about this. It's not for everybody. If you take prolonged shits, this podcast is for you. You're just like sitting there and something tickles your funny bone. You're just like, thanks, Robert. Ding. Oh, gosh. I love you guys. And I say that, and I don't even know all of you. Dude, like and subscribe to avoid the fine print, the thing we talked about earlier. It's in the contract you signed. I got a full schedule coming up if I'm busy and I don't answer all your DMs or I don't answer all your comments. Well, the comments thing is not possible. I will answer all the comments in the vid or in the vid comments. Just keep liking, subscribing, tell your weird friends about this. Imprint of the week. Shout out to Imprint Jones and shout out to all you Quezters out there. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I got some ideas from my brothers while they were here. I always try to get ideas from Miranda. So I'm like reaching out for questions, unlocking memories. I can only ask for so much help with that because it's like in my head. So, anything to enhance the experience. I'm glad you guys take time out to chill with me. That's really awesome. Hopefully I don't take up too much of your time. So I'm going to get out of here. It is a Friday night for episode 38/6/21.
Turn on.
God, I love that button. Shout out to the Comedy Zone. Shout out to Jen for my haircut. Shout out to the Suicide Boys. And this name doesn't fit. My 30s are coming up in a couple years. Shout out to the Olympics. Everything, man. Shout out to my brothers. I'm glad you guys made it safe. I love you very much. You were the most important thing to me. And I will see you guys later.